Hey there guys, welcome back, it's Maverick here today with another episode of Chainsaw Man. So, last episode, we got to see some pretty awesome Makima powers. I've been waiting for that for the entire series. Very glad that we got it, even though it was still way too short, right? But it only adds to the mystique that Makima has, although I'm sure that we'll see more of that in the future. And is she actually going to be an antagonistic character in the future, right? Hard to say, hard to say. But for now, I do feel that we're probably going to shift back into, Denji and what's happening around him, the aftermath of their kind of like assault, ambush, whatever you want to call it. And I'm also curious on how Makima is going to spin this situation and, what is going to be outcome of all of this, right? So with that in mind, let's get into the episode. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh. I guess this is Ayakawa's hospital ward because we see smokes there. Oh. Yeah. Oh, then she's fine. And Power's fine. Dude, look at his shoes. I mean, I guess these two have devil powers, so... I got just like, FML. I mean, these two. He's gonna leave. 1. Yeah, I knew it! I knew it. That is so dingy. I don't know why that amuses me so much, but I had my gut feeling was that he would have left 1 apple, right? He was like, I'm kind and generous. I feel bad for you. I'll give you 1 apple. I wonder how much lifespan he used by using that sword. $2 years, huh? That seems to be quite... Well, I don't know how long he had before, right? But let's assume he had at least, like, I don't know, 10 more years or something like that. And so I guess because of that, he isn't really that afraid of smoking. I mean, compared to the long-term effects of smoking and whatnot, that really doesn't matter so much. Yeah. And so this was kind of like why his eyes widened back there when he was asking Denji who survived, right? Because obviously Himeno wasn't mentioned. This guy has no tact at all, but that's what makes him funny. Don't feel much. I mean, I can't blame you. I don't feel much either, to be honest. Probably not too much. Yeah. He might be a little bit down, but probably not sad. Interesting question. Hmm. He's Denji. Anyways, as I was trying to say before, right? He has 2 years left, right? And obviously, I don't know like how many lives, how many years that sword takes, but it's certainly quite unfair, right? You know, after sacrificing that much in exchange for power, didn't really do anything. Like the guy, sure he stopped that guy, but only temporarily, right? No, and here we go. Well, that was quite long before the opening. Hmm. I wonder, are the people who's gone going to continue to be in the opening? Well, yes. The answer is yes. I mean, typically you would think that stuff that. Well, actually, now that I think about it, right, Himeno's even worse off. Like she literally sacrificed everything that she had, and yet wasn't really able to do anything against the enemies back then. So I guess it still depends a lot on the actual power level of the devil itself. It's not just a, the more you sacrifice, the more power you get kind of thing. The exchanges are not made equal, is what I'm trying to say here. Why though? Oh, is it that dude? The one who used to be Himeno's, I guess Himeno's mentor? Or maybe former supervisor or something? By the way, I love this singer. Probably my favorite male voice. No. He's gonna be like, you guys are crazy, but hey, you just might survive. Like I said, my favorite male voice. I think he got the best male VA last year or the year before that. Kenjiro-san. Yeah, normal people whose necks are broken probably. It's not just you can't move, dude. Hmm. So, just beat me? Woo! Talk about trial by fire. Damn. GG. Oh. Bite off too much. Hmm. I mean, he only has 2 years left, so. Who's this? Mino's mom or something? Or what? Huh? Who? What? You still having PTSD or something? That worked? It's kind of just like a TV, right? You bang on it a few times. Well, you do you, Denji. You do you, power. But hey, at least they got their morale up, right? That's I think that in itself is great. What's with this sudden like background music here? That was random as hell. Oh, are they gonna set up an ambush or something? Yep. Nope, doesn't. Wow. This guy is... No, honestly, this guy is insane. I mean, I guess that should have been obvious after he killed all of them, like, numerous times yesterday, but still. Like, this is a human being! Huh? Ooh, just like that. Oh, is his neck broken again? Yeah, he's impressed. He was actually impressed this time. Oh. I was. This dude. Oh my god. So stronger devils do require, like, more demanding contracts. But what could be more demanding than, like, literally your entire life? I don't... I guess, like, Makima? The lives of others? You guys... How exactly are you guys gonna find, like, a good compatible devil? Oh, younger sister. Human knows. No, but just a letter. Lots of letters. $108, eh? I don't know if there's any like reference down there, but 108 is also like the 108 levels of hell. The future devil. Future devil. Like, honestly, I feel like concepts like I mentioned this before, right? Concepts like future, infinity, these abstract concepts, I feel like should be a lot more powerful than. Well, then again, this future devil seems pretty powerful, so who knows? That's another ending song, though. Now, see there, Suda Kenjiro. Wait, did they actually introduce his name? If they did, I think I kind of lost it. So I'll go back and watch it again. Wow, that was a quick shift in tone. Dogland People One. Okay, I have never heard of this band before. Very interesting song, though. The way that it shifted its tones so drastically. Huh. And that's it. Well, that was interesting. I will see you guys after this. Alright guys, that was episode 10 of Chainsaw Man, and yeah, I mean, I'm just glad that the dude is having more screen time, right? You know, being voiced by my favorite voice actor, Kenjiro-san. You know, I think his name, they didn't really mention his name in the anime, but looking at the credits, apparently that dude's called Kishibe, which literally means like cliffside or something. But yeah, it's awesome, right? And I guess this would maybe mark the beginning of a training arc, question mark. Now then again, I don't really think that this anime is going to take the, you know, go through the motions of really dragging a so-called training arc out and really going through the entire shonen process of showing them powering up or leveling up. But that's essentially what they're doing here, right? So maybe at most one more episode, and I expect by next episode for Hayakawa to, you know, finish his contract with whatever devil, probably Future Devil, and who knows, maybe one or two more surprises up his sleeve, right? Whereas Power and Denji will probably be able to, I don't know, get a blow or at least be perform satisfactory enough that Kishibe is impressed, and actually impressed, right? So yeah, I love it. Obviously, this is much more hardcore than any, you know, like shonen training arc or whatnot. I mean, Denji and Power are literally getting killed over and over, but I don't know. Like, I feel like expectations should be adjusted according to the material, right? To the setting and whatnot. So for an anime like this one, or for a work like this one, where, you know, death is the norm, and you know, this kind of like blood and gore and all that is the norm, it's just kind of like par for the course, I feel. Like, even though it's, you know, you're supposed to feel like this is a really insane training and whatnot, I don't know, it's just that, you know, the overall tone of a certain series would affect people's emotions while watching it, right? So I feel like, to a certain extent, that's probably why the depths don't really hit as hard as well. You know, one thing is that, you know, that's literally how this series is supposed to go, and the other is probably, like I said before, you know, we haven't really seen them all that, or been with those other characters all that long. It's really hard to feel that much for them, right? Denji's got the right idea, and I feel like Denji being the main character here definitely adds another level to it, right? Since he's apathetic towards all of this, why should we, the audience, care, right? So I feel like that's also part of all of it, and really that's also part of why I'm really liking Denji as the main character. Now, normally I don't like you know, dumbass main characters that much, right? It is a common trope, and, you know, I understand it, and there is a, you know, the main character, a lot of times, especially for more what we call hot-blooded kinds of works, right? Really like fighting kinds, and, you know, fighting spirit, all that kind of stuff. Having a smart character doesn't really work all that well. You can have works that feature smart MCs. You know, I'm not saying that you can't. It's just that those will generally have a completely different tone and feel to how they overcome situations. Whereas this one is really much more of a, you know, powering through, you know, that kind of like shonen hot-bloodedness, that kind of thing, even though it's not a shonen, right? So Denji works great for this, and the fact that he's not, even though he is kind of like a dumbass, just the you know, his overall attitude towards life and towards people and things in general, I don't know, it's just so damn funny, and so likable, right? Like, again, even though it's such a small thing, like just the beginning of this episode where Denji was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take all your apples, but I feel sorry for you, so I'm just gonna leave one apple for you, you know, never mind that these apples were supposed to be for you in the first place, but, you know, just the shift, right? It's not like, I'll take one apple, it's like, I'll take the whole thing, but since I'm feeling sorry for you, here, you can have an apple. I love it, and that behavior is so Denji, and it's predictable in a way, but it's predictable in a very satisfying way, if that makes sense. So really love that. What else here? Yeah, I mean, not really too much else to talk about in regards to their training. I actually was kind of sort of impressed by what the two came up with, right? It actually turned out to be much more of an effective ambush than I originally thought, even though, of course, you know, it was easily repelled by the by the dude. What's his name? Kishibe, right? Kishibe. Even though it was easily repelled by him, but he's kind of like abnormal himself, right? And like that dude's awesome. So, anyways, but they actually put up a much better ambush than I was expecting. Like originally, I was like, oh, geez, power, just like a spear through his or that's it. But then having like those bottles of blood and then coming down through the ceiling above, man, that's kind of smart, right? That's kind of smart. The only way they would have improved on it is maybe if it came from like all the sides or whatnot, and really a 360 and also top and down kind of attack. That would probably be even better. And who knows? Maybe we'll see that in the next episode and whatnot. So looking forward to see how they will power up. And yeah, no, that's it. As for for Hayakawa's side, I mean, I'm not entirely sure like what that entire situation with her sister and her sister letters are about. I don't think it's really saying that much that we don't know already. I mean, we know that Himeno has feelings for Aki. I guess maybe Aki himself doesn't know, right? Maybe, even though it should have been obvious or whatnot. We know that Himeno is doing this for her family in order to pay for her father's bills and whatnot. Like, I guess that is new information, but that doesn't really change the dynamic of the situation all that much. So I'm kind of curious, like, what that, I guess maybe, I don't know, appeals to Hayakawa's side of, doing things for family, maybe, question mark? I'm not entirely sure here, but if you're going by that kind of logic, Hobine is doing the same thing, right? So, not entirely sure like what that scene was supposed to signify or what is there a difference in what Hayakawa was going to do or decide to do? I feel like there's no specific difference, right? He's still going to be doing things that he wants to do regardless, and even though now that's not really going to change anything. So I don't know. It's kind of puzzling me right now. Maybe we'll know more in the next episode once Hayakawa finishes his contract and with whatsoever. And I'm really curious about something called the Future Devil as well, right? Is that literally giving you the power of foresight? Question mark. That would definitely be very, very strong, and definitely it would be much more fitting with a devil that's literally named the Future, right? So. And especially since it's an eye, you instantly think of, okay, is it going to allow you to predict the future? Like, maybe not predict the future, but like something like foresight, right? Maybe see 5 seconds, 10 seconds in the future, or heck, maybe even just 1 second in the future to allow you to react accordingly, or something like that. I would be expecting an ability similar to in that vein, but who knows? We'll see about that. But again, I just feel like, the disproportionate of all of this, like, is it really going to be that much stronger than devils that literally take your lifespan, or devils that literally take up your entire take up your entire arms and limbs and torsos and whatnot in order to activate their powers, right? Although I guess, judging from what they say, the contract is negotiable, right? So you could have a situation where even though it's a weak devil, they still would negotiate like outrageous terms for them. So it's not really, as I mentioned in the beginning, not really an equivalent exchange kind of thing. It still depends on how powerful the base power of the devil, and also like how generous they are feeling, what kind of a contract, what kind of terms they are going to ask of you, right? So yeah, I guess it is quite flexible in that regard. So knowing this, like, I do wonder like what else Hayakawa is going to be able to sacrifice, right? Memories? Question mark. Who knows? Certainly memories as a sacrifice has been utilized a lot before. It was literally just last season. We were watching an anime that was utilizing the same kind of concepts, right? But I don't know. We'll have to see about that in the next one. So yeah, that's it for now. Kind of bummed that Makima didn't stay around any longer or explain a little bit more, but I suspect that probably she'll come back to give the new rundown after they finish leveling up, right? So we'll just have to wait patiently and see. That is it for episode 10 of Chainsaw Man. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.